The Company tab is where you can view and edit your company information. Most users, when they log in and have permission to see this tab, will see what I'm showing here, a table with a single row in it for your own company. Here in my demo account, I have reseller mode enabled, and because of that, there is an add button on the toolbar, which you may not see in your own account. Reseller mode isn't just for resellers, it could be valuable for any organization who needs the ability to segregate resources to groups of users and departments or divisions. But I won't talk about that functionality too much. The buttons on the toolbar should be self-explanatory. With the exception of Add and Search, you need to select a company row in the table to perform an action. So if you had a subcompany you wanted to disable, you would click the row and then choose Lock, as an example. To view or edit your company information, either double-click the row in the table or select it once and choose Edit from the toolbar. In the window that opens, you'll hopefully find it pretty simple to update the information at will. But I'll point out just a few things. The email addresses must match a user profile within your account. The contacts, primary and technical, must match a first name and last name of a user within your account. The sign-up URL is something only resellers will see. This is useful if you create a new subcompany and give them a trial period. You can then push them to this URL to subscribe. Likewise, the support URL is also only for resellers. This will change the link that the support bubble in the upper right corner of the panel goes to for your subcompanies. The password expiry in days allows you to specify a maximum password length. For example, if you want to force users to change their password every 90 days, this is where you'd put it. Every time a user logs in, their password is checked against this number, and if it matches or is older, then it will force them to change it. The minimum password length is also adjustable to suit your organizational security requirements. There's no option to set password complexity since that's required by default. Complexity includes uppercase, lowercase, characters, numbers, and a special character. The last thing we should note in this window is the process of enabling two-factor authentication. When you click this button, you can enable 2FA. We support 3 different methods. The SMS email option is mandatory. Once enabled, if you do nothing else, the next time a user logs in, they will be prompted for a 6-digit code to complete the login. If their user profile only has an email, we'll send the code via email. If they have a mobile number in their profile, we'll send it that way. You can also see we support time-based one-time passwords. This works with any TOTP app such as Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, Authy, LastPass, you name it. Lastly, if you have a Duo Enterprise account, you can enable that here as well. You'll need to create a new Auth API app in Duo and then enter the required details here to fully activate it. Once you've configured at least one two-factor method, you can either force set them for each user in the user dialog, or the next time the user logs in, they can click the security icon in the upper right corner of the panel and choose and configure their preferred method themselves. That's it for this company section.